majority of House lawmakers voted to kick out George Santos out of Congress for ethics violations. Fox News correspondent Madeline Rivera is in Washington with more on today's historic vote.
Less than a year after being sworn in to represent New York's 3rd District, George Santos left Capitol Hill disgraced, no longer a member of Congress. Within hours, the office once his, consequently transitioning to reflect George Santos no more.
At the end of the day, with overwhelming votes, we affirmed that code of ethics and expelled George Santos.
The expulsion of the 35-year-old lawmaker marking an historic moment for Washington. Santos becoming only the 6th House member to be expelled in the chamber's 234-year history.
It's not a partisan issue. It's a right and wrong issue.
Friday's vote, with 311 lawmakers affirming to remove Santos, comes in the wake of a scathing ethics report, which concluded Santos sought to exploit his House candidacy for personal profit. Still, 4 top House GOP leaders voted to keep Santos in office, as others voiced their concerns about expelling an elected member of Congress.
For me, without a conviction, despite a damning ethics report, I felt that it was inappropriate to deny those constituents in his congressional district their right to representation.
As for Santos, who has maintained his innocence, his replacement will be determined by special election.
I mean, it hasn't sunken in 100%, but it's really a tough thing to digest.
According to law, New York's governor has 10 days to schedule that special election, which then must be held 70 to 80 days after she announces a date.
And that was Madeline Rivera reporting. And only 2 of the 7 Alabama lawmakers who voted today opted to expel George Santos. The yes votes came from Republican Robert Adderholt of Haleyville and Birmingham Democrat Terry Sewell. Huntsville's Dale Strong and 4 other Republicans voted to keep Santos. Congressman Adderholt said in a statement today that while the vote to expel weakens the Republican majority, quote, members of Congress must be held to the highest standards. This was an unprecedented situation and I believe required this unprecedented action, end quote. And today we heard from Alabama Republican Chair John Wahl about this historic expulsion.
This is something we deal with on the Republican Party all the time, right? And that's the interface with elected officials and with governing bodies. And I think this is a situation where you see the U.S. Congress, they came together, they had the constitutional authority, they met, they made a decision, and I respect that decision. And I think that's, obviously something that's hard. And there's a lot of drama surrounding anytime you're making a call like that. But I think they came together. There was a consensus. There was an overwhelming agreement. And it's going to hopefully be better for the entire body moving forward.